Yo, everybody, what's up? Looks like I got a lot to do with a lot of work to do on my home base there. Um, let's get into some Dreamfinder. I'm a little late on it. Usually I do it on Fridays, but we're gonna go ahead and catch up with it. See what's going on with dreams. We may even build a little bit too, or do a tutorial because I gotta do so many tutorials. What's up, Elise? So before we do a tutorial, let's go ahead and do some dream surfing. Let's go. So it looks like the nominations nominations are happening here soon. Again, I'm still kind of very new to dreams. There's always so many things going on. It's kind of like Fortnite Creative, but it's more of a game development. Well, Fortnite Creative is game development too. Um, but you'll see this is like more of like what you would find in Unreal Engine and that type of thing. So that's gonna be really cool to see all the developers, because I can't call them creators. All the developers, which will be called soon once Unreal Engine Fortnite launches. All the developers who are participating in this award show. It's gonna be great. Really cool. There's some amazing talent here, and I'm learning day by day. Can't wait to see if I get a chance to get featured. Now, whenever you're featured here on Dreams, they do feature you for an entire month. If your game does well, you remain on the board, which is kind of cool. So let's play. Let's see if we can find some real cool play. This looks really cool though. This was released in the last 4 weeks. Look at this maze. Whoa, there's so many things. All right, let's start here. Is this a gun game? You crashed on an uncharted planet. What lies on this alien world? Rooms are randomized, each life generated like Minecraft. Can you make it to the next biome? Art designed by the Dream Queen, as well as Sooty Pinions. Really cool. Let's see what everyone has to say. Right, currently limited to first room only for testing. Air Dash is finally here, more to follow. I always get stuck in a place after cutscenes happen. Can we fix that? I'm hoping this is something that they can bring to Fortnite 2.0. It's been a long day. And this is what, like my third stream of the day? So I apologize. Yeah, like if we can have something like this in Fortnite Creative, this would be great. These are live comments that, you can leave a review, you can leave a comment on the game so the developer can see it right away. You can even like take pictures and it'll share it automatically to the profile of the game. It looks like a parkour, but we're gonna find out. Let's go ahead and go into it and take a peek. Yeah, at least indeed, like if we were to get like monthly features in Fortnite Creative, that would be so beneficial, for us. Like it would keep our player base. We'll be able to maintain XP longer. And if the map doesn't do well after a month, it's only fair to go ahead and rotate them out. I think that's fair. But we'll see what Fortnite's going to do. I'm quite sure they have some amazing things in plan. They have a tutorial here. Do we want to take it? Of course. Move with L. Alright, cool. Phase through enemies and lasers. Your dash cooldown is shown here. You can dash left or right by holding L in the desired direction. The planet is hazardous. You will lose oxygen outside the aura. Hurry. Alright. I'm going to fail at this. I'm just kidding. Alright. How do I start the game? Alright, we got this. Oh, do I have to like leave tutorial? Oh no, wait. No, I don't wanna. Alright. Yeah, I definitely want to do that. but I'm definitely missing something because I can't progress. So maybe there's something I need to do here. Like, is there something I need to shoot? And I really love that I found dreams, because this gives me an idea of like the kind of games that, you know, I can prepare to create for Fortnite Creative 2.0. And there's some amazing inspiration here. Spin carbon at totems to unlock. This is a void crystal. These may contain carbon. Oh, okay, so I wasn't done with the tutorial. Visibility compromised. Suit repaired. Oh, am I supposed to shoot these things? I can't shoot the thing. Tutorial complete. Let's go. I don't think I learned anything. I'm just kidding. Can we leave now? I know. Hurry to the next one. Alright, I'm hurrying. I'm hurrying. I'm hurrying to the next one. Cool. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. That's a pretty big enemy. Alright, I suck at this right now. Come on, come back, don't be afraid. Alright, that's fine. What is this? I'm running. Alright, cool. Ah, these areas I can't breathe in. Or something. Alright, on to the next. Really fun. Whoa, what was that? A rock just fell on my head. Alright, this is really cool, man. We've got a lot to go. Whoa. That was a moment. Is this gonna be a boss fight? I think this is gonna be a boss fight. It's a boss fight. Very well done. Did I die? Dude, yeah, indeed, the cutscenes. I'm gonna thumbs up this game. Fantastic work. The cutscenes, fantastic. Gotta follow the streamer. Let's take a look at the entire team. Full credits. Look at everyone who contributed to the game. And this is another reason I like this, because like with Fortnite Creative, the only way you know who contributed is by, you know, well, basically, if you follow the creator and they have like a website that can tell you everyone who contributed, if any. But here, like, everyone who contributed is documented. Like, everyone who's on the project, their accounts are documented, so you can see what they did. They did audio, art, curation, art and play, and designed by Campbell. Very cool. And some of these games have like just tons of creators. So really cool. Let's do one more and then we're gonna go into a tutorial. I did the donut challenge, which was really cool. I made my first donut in Dreams. Can't wait till I start making my first games. Let's do the daily dream surf. House of Horror, probably not doing that today. Yo, those donuts look a lot better than mine. Definitely. Let me see. Wow. These look so good. Oh, that's a good donut challenge submission. Wow, that looks good. Looks like something you can find in Blender. Well done. Fantastic work. Fantastic work. All right, let's find a game. Let's find something. Dreams are people I follow. Oh yeah, this one was really good. All right, so let's see. Let's just go back to where we were. Little Toast game. What is this about? Something I was working on for a past jam. A jam is like an event that Dreams has that you can submit your work for to be, featured with a group of creators. Clearing out my save space so you can now play this unpolished creation. I don't know. Let's see. Maze. Let's see. What is this? That's music. There's music here. Showcase. The castle. Very nice build. Raider. Robot go up. What is this? It's a relaxing game. This is a rage game. Oh no. Backrooms, of course. What is... Wow, that looks beautiful. But that's just a showcase. That's not a game. Single player. I can't choose. Let's see if there's any cream of the crop up here. Dreams Party! I never finished this. Let me see. So yeah, with Dreams you can create your own intros, your own animated scene cuts. Yeah, very cool. And you can even like hire or just most of the time the community does it, like add voice acting to your games so you can make it feel like even a better experience, I guess you would say. I'm just like, how did they create this? Oh, I think I landed a little too hard there. Oh, I gotta do it again. I'm so bad at it. Come on, I got it this time. I can land this thing. Oh no! I can't play the game unless I can land this right. Alright, can I skip this maybe? Alright, no. Let's wait. How do I go back? No, I don't want to rewind. Sorry, there we go. So like if in Fortnite Creative we would say, oh, you know, they should definitely change this to make it easier. But that's not the case here. Because that doesn't happen in video games, you know. Ooh. Oh my gosh! I feel like either way, I think. All right, we're gonna have to get out of this. It looks great, but you know, it looks great. That wasn't the one I played last time, but maybe it was this one, which was really good. They have quite a few that they made. Regardless, let's jump into tutorials because I only have so long here. Let's go into dream shaping, and you can see my donuts that I made here. Not too bad, but not like those other ones. I think they did a great job. But I'm a noob, right? And I've been playing with a few things. I have a voiceover project that I did for a game that's coming out in Dreams. So that's that work right there. Can't wait till that goes out, and really cool. And then here I'm testing out. I was making like a map. This map. This map, I'm not sure what I want it to be. It's like jumping out of that whole phase of Fortnite Creative and getting straight into like game development. Like, I don't have to say like, oh, I'm just gonna make a parkour or I'm gonna make a box fight. No, this is actually I gotta make a game, you know, and all the elements, you know, the mechanics. You gotta add, you know, damage volume and all that kind of stuff. Everything is fully like customized, or can be customized, and it's crazy, but it's just so cool. I have a long way to go with that. Tutorial time. What are we gonna learn today? I did painting, connectors and physics. I did that. I did sculpting, a bit of that, health and destroyer and checkpoints, scoring timers and prize bubbles. Look at the mechanics. Ah, nice. What am I gonna do? Character art. Keyframes and timelines, sound design, arranging music, cinematic sound design, cameras and text. This is really cool. Let's do cameras and text today. And then I want to go to sculpting and level assembly, because level assembly is really important. I'm just so interested in learning how they combine all the scenes. Like in Dreams, you have to create. Let me go back to when you create something, you have to choose an element or a scene, a new dream or a new collection. And I think they take all those scenes and they put it into one collection, and they connect it together. They put it all into one dream. So you do like each scene individually and then move it over to one. That's what I'm thinking, but I'm not 100% sure because I'm still learning this. So we're gonna do health, destroy, and checkpoints, and then we're gonna do the assembly. Let's take a look at what we gotta learn. Damage zone, checkpoints, health objects, using a destroyer. Looks great. All right, let's go.
In this tutorial, you'll use logic to make health go up and go down. Oh, Cuthbert. Let's start by going into play mode. See if you can get Connie across that first gap. Oops. Sorry, Connie. I forgot to fix that. Don't worry, though. Even after falling such a long way, Connie's just fine. There's only one problem. There's no way for her to get back up. What we need is for Connie to respawn on a platform if she falls. So that's going to be our next job. First, switch back to edit mode. Remember to rewind time with L3 as we always do after play mode. In order to make Connie respawn, we're going to use a health modifier gadget. We'll use it to make the floor around the platforms lethal. Health modifiers can damage or heal anything that has a health manager. And, as luck would have it, Connie has one built into her logic. Go to the assembly menu. Open it with the square button if it's closed. Select the gadgets menu, the one with the 3 connected squares. You'll find the health modifier in the movers and output section, which is represented by a box with an arrow. Now select the button that has a clockwork heart on it. Your imp will now be equipped with a health modifier gadget. Stamp it somewhere central, near the floor, using R2 or X. Then unequip the gadget with circle. Your scene now has a health modifier, but to make it work as intended, we'll have to tweak it first. We'll do that in the next step. Let's go ahead and open the Health Modifiers Tweak menu. Hover over it, hold L1 and press square. Here you can set the options for how the health modifier works. That includes how much health is modified, which is shown in the first slider. Right now, it's set to -100. This means it will take 100 health points away from anything it affects. Just enough to make Connie respawn. The modifier mode is set to per hit, so 100 health points will be taken away when anything touches it. But since we want the area around the platforms to be lethal, we need to set the modifier type to zone. Select the zone icon with X now, then go to the Zone Properties tab so we can change its size and shape. The icon is at the top of the menu and looks like a box in a zone. Look for the Zone Shape section of the menu, then select the cube. You can use the zone sliders to make the zone bigger. Be careful not to make it too tall. The respawn zone should be level with the pink lines around the platforms. If you need to, move the health modifier gadget nearer to the floor. When you hover over the edges of the zone, you'll see white arrow
It's
gizmos
like a mutator
appear.
zone.
Grabbing these with R2 will let you change the size of the zone. Using those, you can make sure the area around the platforms is covered. Now let's test it in play mode and see what happens.
Wait, hold on. Let's see. Want to make it long. All right, there. What does zone fall off? Set the zone fall off using the slider. A zone fall off gives you an effect which increases or decreases in strength the closer or further from the zone. Oh wow. Cool. Well, let's see what happens. I respawn! I don't have to use a teleporter either. Wait, how do... There's no spawn pad or anything. How does it know where to... Wait, there's a gadget right there. What is that? It's really small. What is... Looks like a clock? I can't do anything with it. Is that a gadget? I can't tell. Alright, let's just keep moving on.
Perfect. If Connie falls off now, she'll just respawn back on the platform. Before we move on, maybe we should do something about this booby-trapped bridge. Switch back to edit mode and rewind time with L3. There. See what's causing it? It's that trigger zone. When Connie activates it, the bridge collapses and there's no way across. If you've finished the first logic tutorial, you'll know that the counter is being used to remember the trigger zone has been activated. If you follow the wires, you'll see there's one connected to each block. These red dots on the blocks are not gadgets. They show that a wire is connected to a setting in the block's tweak menu. Explore the logic for yourself. Or, if you want to move on and get Connie on her way, just delete the trigger zone by pressing triangle over it. That'll prevent any of the logic from activating. Then, once Connie can safely make it to the second platform, move on to the next step. Now's probably a good time to show you how to add checkpoints. When playable characters like Connie activate a checkpoint, the scene remembers their progress. So when they respawn, they'll appear at the last checkpoint instead of starting off at the beginning. Go to the Assembly menu, then the Gadgets menu. If the last section you used is still open, close it by pressing circle over it. Expand the Gameplay Gear section with X, then select the checkpoint. It's the one that looks like a location marker. There. Now your imp is equipped with a checkpoint gadget. The direction of a checkpoint determines which way a character will face when it respawns. So make sure the front of the gadget, the side with the black outline, is facing the direction you want Connie to face. Remove the gadget from your imp with the circle button, then open the Checkpoints Tweak menu. Checkpoints use a detection zone, just like health modifiers. So select the Zone Size tab from the menu. This is set to a sphere by default, but to make sure it can't be missed, let's change it to a cube. You can use the zone size sliders to make the checkpoint cover the width of the platform. Above the gadget, you'll see a white Move gizmo. Grab it with R2 to put the activation zone where you want it. Just make sure Connie can't miss it. The white handle shows the direction Connie will face when she respawns. Check that it's pointing the right way. Grab it with R2 if you need to adjust it. Let's close that tweak menu with L1 and circle. Now try it out in play mode to see if the checkpoint remembers your progress. Sorry, Connie. We're gonna have to respawn you again. But it's all in the name of science, I promise. Great. There she is, right at the checkpoint again. When you're ready, go back to edit mode, rewind time, and move on to the next step. This next bridge looks a bit too hot to walk on. But Connie's a tough explorer, and she's always ready for danger, so let's give it a go. Okay, that block's too big for Connie to jump over. Better get her back to safety before it's too late. Let's switch back to edit mode and see how the bridge is damaging Connie. Move closer to the bridge and keep an eye out for any gadgets attached to it. Ah, there's one. A clockwork heart icon, so it's another health modifier. It looks like, instead of using a zone, this one is attached to the bridge. So whenever Connie walks on it, she loses health. If only that block wasn't in the way, she could make it across. But what if the block itself could lose health? We could give it a health manager of its own and see how that works out. Go to the Assembly menu, then open the Gadgets menu. You may need to close the Gameplay Gear section if you opened it earlier. Then you can expand the Movers and Output section. Look for a heart icon, not the clockwork heart this time. Select it with X to give your imp a health manager gadget. Stamp one near the block with R2 or X, then press circle to unequip it from your imp. To make the health manager affect the block, we'll need to attach it. The easiest way to attach gadgets to objects is to use what we call Surface Snap. Grab the health manager with R2 and hold it over the block. All you have to do to activate Surface Snap is hold L1 while your imp holds the gadget. This makes it hug the surface of any object you hover over. Now release R2 to attach the gadget to the block. You can also let go of L1 to stop using Surface Snap. In the next step, I'll show you how to tweak this health manager. Now that we've given the block health, let's take a closer look at it. Hover over the health manager, hold L1 and press square to open its tweak menu. The sliders here define the block's maximum and current health. Click R3 to play time, and you'll see the health starts to go down. That's because the bridge's health modifier is damaging it. But you'll notice it's going down much slower than Connie's health was when she was on the bridge. The reason for that is this health manager has a 1-second cooldown. So whenever the block takes damage, it's invulnerable for 1 second after that. Grab the cooldown slider with X and pull it to the left with your imp. So what happens when it reaches 0? Not a lot right now. But we can deal with that in the next step. For now, feel free to experiment with the health manager settings. Start time with R3 to see your changes, then rewind it with L3 to reset the health manager. Once you're done, you can move on to the next step. An object doesn't automatically get destroyed when it runs out of health, so we need to do a bit more work before we can get rid of that block. Let's take a closer look at its health manager. If its tweak menu is still open, close that first with L1 and circle. See the output ports on its right edge. Hover over the one at the bottom, the one that has a heart with a cross over it. This is the no health output, which sends a signal when the health manager is depleted. It can be used to trigger any number of things, but right now, we're going to use it to destroy the block. Go to the assembly menu and take a look in the gadgets section. It may still be open from earlier when you selected the health manager. Look for a skull icon on a button in the Move as an Output section and select it with X. This is the Destroyer gadget. It destroys whatever it's attached to. To attach it to the block, we can use Surface Snap. So hover the Destroyer over the block, hold L1 to make it Surface Snap, and press R2 or X to stamp it. Now you can unequip the Destroyer gadget with Circle. OK, before we connect it up, let's just see if it works by clicking R3. Oh, it works all right. When time is running, the Destroyer activates and destroys the block. Rewind time with L3 to bring it back. We don't want the Destroyer to activate and
What did I do? I think I'm going to get another health manager. And start over. Wait, I think I was supposed to, yeah, make this 0. Boy, I might have to watch that again. What did I? Okay, let's see. What?
An object doesn't automatically get destroyed when it runs out of health, so we need to do a bit more work before we can get rid of that block. Let's take a closer look at its health manager. If its tweak menu is still open, close that first with L1 and circle. See the output ports on its right edge. Hover over the one at the bottom.
I need to go one
The
more.
one that an object doesn't automatically get destroyed. Now that we've given the block health, let's take a closer look at it. Hover over the health manager, hold L1 and press square to open its tweak menu. The sliders here define the block's maximum and current health. Click R3 to play time, and you'll see the health starts to go down. That's because the bridge's health modifier is damaging it. But you'll notice it's going down much slower than Connie's health was when she was on the bridge. The reason for that is this health manager has a 1-second cooldown. So whenever the block takes damage, it's invulnerable for 1 second after that. Grab the cooldown slider with X and pull it to the left with your imp. So what happens when it reaches 0? Not a lot right now. But we can deal with that in the next step. For now, feel free to experiment with the health manager settings. Start time with R3 to see your changes, then rewind it with L3 to reset the health manager. Once you're done, you can move on to the next step. An object doesn't automatically get destroyed when it runs out of health, so we need to do a bit more work before we can get rid of that block. Let's take a closer look at its health manager. If its tweak menu is still open, close that first with L1 and circle. See the output ports on its right edge. Hover over the one at the bottom, the one that has a heart with a cross over it. This is the no health output, which sends a signal when the health manager is depleted. It can be used to trigger any number of things, but right now, we're going to use it to destroy the block. Go to the assembly menu and take a look in the gadgets section. It may still be open from earlier, when you selected the health manager. Look for a skull icon on a button in the Movers and Output section and select it with X. This is the Destroyer gadget. It destroys whatever it's attached to. To attach it to the block, we can use Surface Snap. So hover the destroyer over the block, hold L1 to make it surface snap, and press R2 or X to stamp it. Now you can unequip the destroyer gadget with circle. Okay, before we connect it up, let's just see if it works by clicking R3. Oh, it works all right. When time is running, the destroyer activates and destroys the block. Rewind time with L3.
Alright, I didn't do that. I'm just like connecting things. So let's let me try that. I'm gonna delete these. My destroyer isn't doing anything. For some reason. It's not doing anything at all. Oh, there it goes. Alright, it wasn't attached properly. Alright, cool.
To bring it back. We don't want the destroyer to activate until the block's health has run out. To do that, we'll need to connect the no health output port to the destroyer's power. So hover your imp over the health manager's no health output port and press R2 or X to create a wire. This will make power ports appear on the gadgets in the scene. Stretch the wire over to the destroyer and connect it to the power port with R2 or X. Great! Time to test it again with R3 and see what happens.
Yes!
When the block's health runs out, it will get destroyed, leaving the path clear for Connie.
Cool.
But how do we know how much health the block has left? We could always look at its tweak menu, but you can't see that in play mode. So click L3 to rewind time, and I'll show you how to display health in the next step. If the Health Manager's tweak menu isn't open already, open it now with L1 and square. When you hover over the menu sliders and buttons, you'll see ports popping out of the side. These work just like the ones on the outside of the gadget, but there are a lot more of them. And you might also have noticed that there's another gadget stamped on the side of the block. That's a number displayer. If we connect a wire from the current health output to the number displayer's input port, we'll be able to see the block's health count down in play mode. So let's go ahead and do that. Hover over the current health slide.
Alright, I think it's on this side. Yep. I'm going to move it over. Oops. To the other side, because easier to do that. And I need to connect
port, we'll be able to see the block's health count down in play mode. So let's go ahead and do that. Hover over the current health slider's output port. Then press R2 or X to create a wire and stretch it to the number displayer. Once you've connected it to its input with R2 or X, you can switch over to play mode and test out the whole scene so far. Excellent. Now we can see the block taking damage until it's destroyed. Once you can get Connie to the next...
There we go. Oh, cool. Success!
Next platform, switch back to edit mode and move on to the next step. Well, Connie made it through, but she's a bit worse for wear. The burn effect you see on her is triggered by the current health output from her health manager. It gives you a visual cue of her health. The more singed she gets, the less health she has. I'm not sure poor Connie has enough health left to make it across the last bridge. What she needs is a bit of healing, so let's create a healing zone where she can recharge. This green pad looks like a good place to recover. We can turn it into a healing zone by placing a health modifier on it, using Surface Snap. You've used Surface Snap before, so this should be no problem. Go to the Assembly menu and select a health modifier from the Movers and Output menu. It's the one with the clockwork heart on it, remember? Now activate Surface Snap by holding L1. Then attach the health modifier to the green pad. Now you can unequip the gadget with the circle button and open the modifier's tweak menu. We need to change it so it heals Connie. The health modifier is set to -100 by default, which won't do Connie any good. She has 100 health to start with, so that will take it all away and make her respawn. Grab the slider with X, drag it right, and set it to +20. We want the healing zone to heal Connie while she's standing on it, so you also need to set the modifier mode to continuous. You can leave the modifier type as impact, since you've snapped the health modifier to the platform. And that's all there is to it. Close the tweak menu with L1 and circle, and give it a try in play mode. Alright, that should give Connie the health boost she needs to cross that final bridge. Oh, she's been through a lot today, so take her through the door to end this tutorial.
Wow, it's so much. I mean, it's not a lot, but very cool. I can use that in what I have, because I've been trying to figure out how to make the lava like take away health. But I should probably just make it a zone that if they fall in, they automatically get like eliminated, because there's no sense if they fall in and they just kind of sit there. So I think, let's see. I think there's, yeah, I tried some things, so I'm going to delete this. And then I'm going to do health modifier to this. All right, and then I'm going to make it zone, square, kind of hard to see where it is. That looks about right. And then let me close that. Thought it was L circle, but I guess not. Right, so that is done, and then let me make a checkpoint. Should be here, so I think that's here. Nope. Oh, here. And okay. All right, just losing my place here a bit. Oof. All right, let's try this again. And I'm gonna have to really like work on the sensitivity of my imp because I think it's too sensitive. And then what I want is for it to actually look like a checkpoint space. So I'm gonna copy this. Put this here. And then it wouldn't need this, I don't think. I can't delete it. Wait. Is it grouped? Oh, ungroup it. Delete this, right? And then move this here. And I'm okay with it being a circle. All right, let's, what is that? All right, cool. Let me start the game and see if that works. If so, like, that'd be so cool because I was trying to figure out things before. Awesome! I can't believe it. My first mechanic. End dreams. Let's go. Very nice. All right, cool. So what I can do is just, I want these pillars to move. Okay, and I did a tutorial on that. But I might have to do it again. Wait, let me see if I can remember. It was like something that you use a connector with. I might have to do that tutorial again. Maybe connectors? Was piston. I think this is it. I'm gonna give this a try. Oops, can't see. Oops, oh my gosh. Alright, let's rewind that. Well, no. Definitely not there. It's kind of so hard to see where it's going. I'm gonna move this wall out the way. Maybe that would be better. And then let's connect to, I have to connect this. What does that do? Oh, it makes the other one move. It's a little too fast. Alright, so that's definitely what I'm looking for. So just have to get it right. And it's too fast. Maybe I have to have this one connected to that and that one connected to the other. All right, let's try this. Nothing is happening. Hmm. Hmm. Oh, you can see the movement on there. Um, I accidentally deleted something. then let's just go ahead and make this on the other side here. Yeah, I didn't expect that to happen. What? Alright, I might have to retake that tutorial. Alright, so why did it go off like that? It's like way over there. What? Alright, so what I'm gonna do is save, of course. I'm gonna go back to that tutorial, because, like, do I need to mount it or something? Alright, so let's see. Was it connectors in physics? Yeah, it was. With pistons.
Time to get Connie over to the third platform. So, the small pink platform and the blue step aren't much use to her right now. But if we make the platform move backwards and forwards, she can hop onto it and cross over.
Oh, I've already done this part. Of course. Alright, so let's take a look at the settings, because can't see the gadgets though. It's weird. The heck is that? It's like some invisible... What? Alright, let's see. I can't see the connections. Alright, so let me have to restart it.
This tutorial is all about connectors. Something Cuthbert hasn't quite got the hang of. Connectors join objects together in a way that lets them move. We're going to use them to help Connie get to Cuthbert. First things first, though, we need to be precise when using connectors, so let's turn on the grid snap guide. That way, everything will line up properly. So, go to the assembly menu and open the guides section. Now select the grid icon with the X button. Now that grid snap is on, any objects you move and tools you use will snap in line with the grid in the scene. You can adjust how fine the grid is using the plus and minus icons on the button. But for this tutorial, it's best if you leave the grid size at 1. Now, let's see how we can make our way to Cuthbert. The best way to find out what needs to be connected is to play the scene and see for ourselves. But instead of switching over to play mode, we can start time in edit mode by clicking R3. Aha! Well, this is odd. The bridge has fallen down, but the second platform is still floating in place. Why is one object floating while the other is falling? Click L3 to rewind time. Let's check the bridge's tweak menu. Remember, tweak menus allow us to see and change the settings for objects in edit mode. Hover your imp over the bridge, hold L1 and press the square button to open its tweak menu. Tweak menus differ depending on what sort of object you're tweaking. The bridge is a sculpture. Sculptures are pretty complex things, and their tweak menus have lots of pages. To switch pages, use your imp to select the different tabs at the top. Maybe we'll find something on the physical properties page to tell us why the bridge is falling down. Its icon is a Newton's cradle, like one of those desk ornaments where the metal balls bash into each other. Select it with X. This page contains the sculpture's physical properties and attributes. There are lots of buttons and sliders here, but the one we're interested in is the top one. Aha! I thought so. Someone's gone and switched on the movable option. Okay, I admit it. It was me. Well, it wouldn't be much of an adventure if Connie could just stroll across the bridge, would it? Making something movable means it becomes physical. That means that forces in the scene, like collisions, the imp, or in this case gravity, can move it. Luckily, we can stop the bridge from falling down by adding a connector to it, which is exactly what we'll do in the next step, once you're ready to move on.
Right, I remember that step.
So, all we need to keep the bridge from falling is a piece of string. Time to get Connie over to the third platform. So, the small pink platform and the blue step aren't much use to her right now. But if we make the platform move backwards and forwards, she can hop onto it and cross over. To do that, we'll need a connector called a piston. Go to the assembly menu, then the gadgets menu. You'll find the piston in the connectors section. It's somewhere near the middle and looks like, well, a piston. Now that it's equipped on your imp, you can start connecting.
So, since both of the objects
First, press R2 or X to join it to the blue step,
that's why they
which is unmovable. So it's the parent object. I've put a yellow dot on it to show you the
There has to be a way to create movement without it being fixated. There has to be a way. Okay, so I wonder. The heck? And this one's just like falling. There was a guide on this thing that I deleted. Maybe I shouldn't have done that. Physical properties, friction. Alright, so is movable on? Wouldn't know where to look for that, but let's just... Okay, movable is on. Alright, so... Alright, cool. Alright, so let's close that. Why does it go into sculpt mode? There we go. Properties, visible, collidable. Well, that's a little bit better. Now let's make it slower. It's kind of alright. Let's see what's happening with this. Oops. And then I need to add like a sound effect or something, but I will get into that when we get into sound design. And I fall off still. Stop moving! Maybe I should make this like thicker or something. Wait a second, I have to... The collide is off. What? When they turn the collide on, it moves weird. Let's get this wall. Let's make sure this wall is not movable. Swamp tree, what? Okay. I don't see the same options. Does that change it any? Sure doesn't. I can always opt into platforms. What the heck is wrong with it? This can't be right. Oh, that's how they make it like jumpable. This is density. Very interesting. Look at it. It's like so crooked. Oof, so close. I mean, I could search to see if there's any moving platforms that I can just use already, but I'd rather know how to do this myself. And I should probably make this a bit bigger. I can't even land on it right. I did it. Yay. Yeah, but that's just not gonna work. Nope. There has to be another gadget I could use for this. Like, okay, I'm gonna select it. Can I align this thing? Because it doesn't seem like it's aligned too well. It could be where I have it connected. That could be it too. So let's see. This definitely can be. Well, that's a oof. Hmm. Why does it do that with the camera? What a pain. It's hard to see what's going on here. So yeah, that's a little crooked there. It's a lot better than it was before. Let's slow it down. And then it's like too long. Hmm. That's not the answer to my question with that. What if I was to move this down a bit, because it's just not. Because I see, because this is not flat. It's a bit better. It's just really super wobbly. Why is it? Is it the friction maybe? So let's see. Yeah, I think it has a lot to do with the shape of the surface. Hmm. It's somewhat soft. Now if I can get it to not do that, I think, let's see. Move this up a bit. Nope. Getting better. I cannot move it down for some reason. Oh, great. No! Come on. No! Oh my gosh. Alright, maybe I should just wait a little patience. No! Yes! You know, oh my gosh, I've been like, since I started this test, finally, all the things that I needed done. I can add another checkpoint here, and I just learned something fantastic today. Awesome. Alright, you guys, that's going to do it for this stream. Thank you so much for joining up. What I've learned today, I think I can at least try to begin to learn to create a basic platformer. I think that, I know how to move objects. I know how to do a damage volume and a respawn. Really cool things to know. Next thing I'm going to try to learn is enemies and movements and assigning behaviors. Once I get those basics down, then I can start to just kind of, get better at the aesthetics with Dreams and just get used to working and building in this 3D environment. And I think once I learn those things, I could be able to create my first game and then have a chance to submit that game to the big board here and see how it does. I won't be able to make an interface yet because I haven't learned how to do that. The game will probably just kind of start, and if it's decent enough and the community likes it, then I'll relaunch another one with an interface. And then I could probably add new levels once I learn more. I'm really excited because I'm just happy to be like progressing with this amazing program here. So super cool. Thank you guys for joining up, and I'll see you in the next one. Have a positive and safe day.